Do you have a furry friend that seems to be displaying odd behavior? From excessive barking to destructive chewing, behavior issues can run the gamut regarding our dogs. There are many dog habits that are intuitive to them and may become an issue for pet owners, whether it's an inconvenience or even dangerous. Understanding why dogs exhibit certain behaviors is key to learning how best to manage or correct them. In this video, we share 13 behavioral problems you need to know and tell you what you can do about each of them. Let us know which of the behavioral problems your dog shows. Comment down below. We see number 12 sometimes in our dogs. Before we start, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button to see more videos like this. We also want to offer you a free digital copy of our Happy Dog Handbook, the essential guide for dog owners. This handbook helps to provide dogs with everything they need to live the healthiest and happiest life possible. Click the first link on the description to get your copy. So let's start with the problems in dogs you need to know. Problem number 1, biting. Biting is one of the most common behavioral problems in domesticated dogs, especially puppies. It can range from mildly nipping to serious biting and is usually exhibited when dogs feel scared or threatened. To address this problem, dog owners must understand why their dogs might bite. Some possible causes could include a lack of socialization, a bad experience such as being hit or scolded, inappropriate or unrelenting play or training techniques, or an underlying medical issue causing pain. To address the problem behaviorally, dog owners need to provide their pets with positive reinforcement training methods. They should also pay close attention to body language so they can recognize signs of fear or other emotions that may prompt biting before it happens. Additionally, stressed dogs should be given appropriate outlets for energy through exercise and playtime. By understanding the cause and making conscious efforts to prevent biting incidents from occurring, dog owners can help mitigate behavior issues with their furry friends. Problem number 2, destructive chewing. Dogs often chew out of boredom, anxiety, or even just because they find it enjoyable. Dog owners can often manage this issue by providing adequate toys and outlets for their pup to release energy, and then reward them with praise when they demonstrate healthier behavior. Another strategy worth trying is making sure all potentially dangerous items are out of your pup's reach or blocking off access to areas where destructive chewing usually takes place. As always, consulting with a professional if your dog's destructive chewing persists can provide further help in resolving the issue in a safe and effective manner. Problem number 3, begging. Begging can come in many forms, such as the dog putting its feet on a person to get attention and food, pawing at skin or clothes, jumping on furniture, whining or barking persistently, and more. It can be an annoying behavior that many pet owners would like to rid their household of once and for all. To do this successfully, the dog should first be trained not to beg for food. The owner must encourage them to leave the table during mealtime using positive reinforcement rather than scolding them. Not rewarding begging with treats or other snacks is also important. Puppies should be taught not to beg by only giving them food in their bowl when they are calm and composed. This will eventually lead them to understand that they cannot expect anything from their owners when they are actively begging. Problem number 4, jumping. Dogs jump on people and objects for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they do it to get attention or to greet someone. Other times, they are simply excited and trying to show their enthusiasm. Whatever the reason, jumping is still problematic and can lead to accidental injuries or make visitors uncomfortable. Fortunately, there are ways that pet owners can address this issue. Teaching sit as a command is one of the most effective words in avoiding problem behaviors like jumping. Setting boundaries by enforcing commands with treats and rewards will help reinforce good habits and discourage disobedient behavior such as jumping. Additionally, pet owners should ignore unacceptable behavior like leaping at them and provide plenty of opportunities for playtime and exercise so their dog won't become overly excited when guests arrive. Problem number 5, hyperactivity. That problem occurs when a dog does not have adequate exercise and mental and emotional stimulation. Typical signs of hyperactivity include excessive barking, restlessness, pacing, destructive behavior, and heightened excitement around people or other animals. In addition to providing ample exercise for your pooch, There are also methods for helping diminish the effects of hyperactivity, such as behavior modification games, introducing calming music or scents into their daily routine, or taking them to obedience classes. Problem number 6, aggression. Dog aggression is a serious problem that any canine owner needs to be aware of. It is the most common dog behavior problem and can manifest in different ways, like growling, snapping, barking, and even biting. Aggression in dogs can be either exclusive, such as fear or territorial, or non-exclusive, based upon human emotions such as anxiety, insecurity, and being protective. If a dog exhibits aggression towards humans or other animals, it is important to determine the root cause of aggression as soon as possible to effectively address the issue. Working with a professional trainer can help identify triggers and provide guidance on how to redirect the intense energy or modify the response associated with problematic situations. Problem number 7, separation anxiety. This problem can manifest in various ways, from destructive behaviors to vocalization and abnormal elimination. The condition often arises out of a lack of proper socialization at an early age, leading to an excessive attachment to their owners or even household items. In order to combat this issue, it is necessary to provide the dog with sufficient mental stimulation by engaging in daily activities such as obedience training or lengthy walks, as well as implementing regular separation exercises so they can learn how to cope better with being alone. Problem number 8, excessive barking and howling. The incessant bark and howl could indicate the dog is expressing their anxieties and overall discomfort, especially when it continues for long periods of time. Dog owners should pay attention to what triggers the barking if it repeats, such as loud noises, new visitors, or even just being left alone. In addition, making sure that their pet has a comfortable space with distractions like puzzles or chew toys can help them be less bored and reduce the frequency of their barking. Training the dog using positive reinforcement techniques or working with an animal behavior specialist are viable solutions to controlling problem barking. Problem number 9, pulling on the leash. Often, it is an indication that they are overexerting their excitement and need to be reminded of proper boundaries. Dog owners should pay attention to their expertise and begin by rewarding lesser pulls so they can slowly redirect and reform behavior. Using treats or verbal cues as reinforcement when pulling stops is a safe bet. But if things are out of hand and absolutely require physical corrections, dog owners must remember that slipping the leash off suddenly can cause injury. Gently pulling back until your pup acknowledges the pull and releases can help gradually accustom them to the idea that there isn't a reward for pulling on the leash. Problem number 10, not coming when called. This can occur both when the dog is unaccompanied or when it's around other animals and people, making recalling their pet an essential part of successful dog ownership. The inability to come on command could stem from poor training and reinforcement, lack of experience with recall commands, anxiety, or simply disrespectful behavior. Start by using positive reinforcement with treats or verbal praise when the dog does come when called. Never reward your pet for not listening. Create a consistent recall word and use it for only one purpose. Finally, don't expect too much too soon. Keep expectations realistic throughout the training. Problem number 11, obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. OCD describes a repeated behavior where the dog will compulsively perform certain actions in order to satisfy his or her urges. This can manifest itself in several ways, such as excessive licking, spinning, barking, and more. An underlying factor could be anxiety or fear, so treats and positive reinforcement are important to minimize these symptoms. If your dog starts to show altered behavior, it is best to take them to a veterinarian for further evaluation and treatment. They may prescribe medication with therapy or some calming techniques you can use in order to help your pup feel more at ease. Problem number 12, noise phobia. It is important for all dog owners to be aware of this problem so they can identify it in their own animals and find the appropriate course of treatment. Noise phobia is normally caused by the dog becoming too anxious or scared in response to loud sounds. It can result in fearful behaviors such as excessive panting, salivation, pacing, shaking, barking, avoidance, trembling, and even destruction of objects in the home. If the dog owner believes their animal is suffering from noise phobia, They should take steps to ease their anxiety as soon as possible before the condition worsens. Proper training and conditioning will help the animal become more comfortable with regular exposure to the feared sound. Usually, professional help is needed to create an effective action plan for treating the condition, although some simple measures may be all that's necessary for milder cases. Problem number 13, food aggression. Food aggression is an issue that many dog owners need to understand. It occurs when a canine becomes overly possessive and protective of its food bowl, often snarling or snapping when someone comes near it. In some cases, the behavior has even been known to escalate into physical aggression, where the dog will try to bite anyone who gets too close. This problem can be caused by leaving a dish of food out too long, overfeeding your pooch, or teaching them from an early age that the food bowl is theirs. Though not all confrontations are violent, these issues should still be addressed quickly so as not to let an already problematic behavior become worse and ruin the relationship between you and your dog. Now we're at the end of this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And if you got value from this video, you'll also like the next one. Thanks for spending time with us.